on? What's going on, everybody? It's me, C-Fall. It is 10 count. It is Ricochet. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Doing great.
It feels like everything is going right for you in the world, because I interviewed you about a year ago, and maybe a year before that, you were Intercontinental Champion, and you weren't even on WrestleMania, and it was 2 nights.
Yeah, I remember.
How are you feeling now that you're being showcased on SummerSlam?
No, it's great. I think it just shows, like, again, this is just really life in general. Like, you really, as long as you do what needs to be done and continue, like, as long as you have an idea, you have a goal, you have a vision, and you just stick to it. Because, again, it's going to get hard. Stuff's going to get hard no matter what. Life is just difficult. And some things won't happen. Again, you work hard, you're in your job, you want that promotion, sometimes you don't get the promotion, you know what I mean? But again, if you stick with it and you really keep at it, it just shows you what a year can do, or however long it is. You know, it shows that's not really that long of a time, but in that long, it's completely turned it around, and now I'm featured on SummerSlam, and now, not only that, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put on one of the best matches of the night. So again, it just shows you what can happen in a year, as long as you just stick with it and, you know, go through the process that you need to go through.
But is there at a point in your life when you're, you know, going through the motions, is there a point when you're like, I'm just running. I can't move forward?
I mean, some people probably do get there, and I mean, obviously, like, if that's where the mentality's got to kick in. That's when your mentality has got to stay, I guess, kind of positive, really. As hard as it sounds, it's easier said than done, you know, but it probably is easy to get stuck in that mindset because of your position or things that are happening. But again, that's just something that I've never tried to, even if for a second I let myself get to, like, well, I'm just not, I try to bring myself out of that, because that's just not how mentally you got to go about stuff. If you want to continue and succeed, that's just not how people who succeed think.
Right.
That's how I think about it.
Yeah, of course. Well, positive energy, man, get you somewhere. Because again, it was so daunting to me as Intercontinental Champion, 2 nights, WrestleMania, not on it. But here you are now, showcased, because they're a talent.
But also at the same time, it shows the depth of our roster. And, like, it's different when you're, like, not on something for 2 years. That's different. But, like, it shows, like, we have a massive roster, and, like, everybody's good.
Yeah.
Everybody deserves to be on the show, but everybody can't be on the show. We can't have the whole roster on every single pay-per-view.
But if you're a champion, it's like, you should be.
Absolutely, but they have other champions, and they have celebrities, and they have, like, so it's like, that's how you got to, because it's not just about, honestly, it's not about you. It's about the opportunities that you get, and then how you deal with those opportunities. Again, because you can sit here and think it's about me, everything's about me, and I need to get mine, but that's not how you succeed really in life. Like, you get a certain way, but that's just not how I've always been. But yeah, and again, we have such a good roster. And I can't complain about my friends being on the show if I'm not on the show. I just can't. I can't complain about that. So that's why it's on me. I say it's on me to do what I need to do to be on those shows. Whatever it is, it's not on them. It's on me. So that's the way I see it. And again, if I'm not on this one, I'm going to be on the next one. If I'm on that one, I'm going to be on the next one. And that's just how I've always thought. It's one step at a time, literally every single day, one step at a time.
You're such a positive energy. I love it. Well, Braun Strowman, though, you and him had a pretty good tag team going. Absolutely. Big and tall, big and small. Like, I love this so much. How's he doing?
He's doing great. He had a little surgery, but he's doing great. He's recuperating. He's doing fine. I mean, I know he's ready to get back. I can only imagine that he's ready to get back. I miss my tag partner. I think we had something pretty good going. I think the fans were getting into it pretty good, and obviously I want to be tag team champion. And I think who better to have at your side than, like, the biggest man on the roster. So I was getting well wishes, and I just can't wait for him to get back.
Yeah,
he's doing great. He's doing great.
I own a million, like, wrestling shirts and hoodies, but I have a Braun Strowman hoodie.
Absolutely.
I got a Braun Strowman hoodie. And the day when he wasn't here in the company for a little while, I cried into it. No, I didn't actually cry. Yes, I did. And I did, Braun. I did. But it's so great that you guys were having this team going. But you recently did your very famous front flip over the top rope to the outside. And I've seen other interviews with you before, and you said, like, I'm not going to do all that stuff all the time, because as we all get older in life,
It's crazy.
Our knees hurt.
Yeah.
Our back hurt. And I'm just walking around and my body hurts. You're doing all types of crazy shit in the ring. So how is that again? Because you did it with Velveteen Dream. Everyone loves that moment. Yeah. You did it with Logan Paul.
Yeah.
And people are like, he did it. He did the thing.
He did the thing. No. Again, I just want to like entertain. I just want to do whatever I can do to, I don't know, shock and give people, some adrenaline, a shot of adrenaline that I'm feeling. I want to give that to them, or electricity. That's just how I've always been, and those are just the things that I guess I'm capable of doing in order to, I don't know, but it's like in a moment type thing, in the moment, like what's going to give the most shock and awe? What's going to also shut that other guy up, like Dream or Logan? What's going to shut you up? What can I do to shut you up? That's also what I'm thinking. Anything I can do to shut you up. So, but yeah, you got to use what's in your warehouse. I guess I forgot the saying, repertoire. But to do it the first time I did it, I think it was like 2018. I think was the first time that I did it, on NXT. And then so being 5 years later or something, for whatever years later. And I mean, it definitely does. In the moment, I feel like even when I'm out there, I talk to a lot of the guys, when I'm out there in the ring wrestling, I still feel like prime Ricochet. I could still, it's like afterwards and before, like I got to get a good warm up before, a good cool down afterwards. Like the adrenaline rush comes down, things start hurting a little more. But when you're in there, when I'm in the ring, I still kind of feel like, 25-year-old Ricochet.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, and good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you.